All right, guys, we're on chapter 4 of a strange arrival we chose with a cafe at the end of the world. Sound. Bell over the cafe door jingles, sharp in the quiet. Mara. What is this place? I was just on the street and now I'm here. This is wrong. Aiden, you're safe here. Take a breath. If you'd like, I can make you something warm. Mara. Safe? No, I was hit. There were lights and then I woke up here. That's not how hospitals work. Loon. I work up here too. It felt just as sudden, like someone cut the film and sliced in a new scene. Mara. Don't do that. Don't make it sound poetic. I'm not dead. I can feel my hands. I can hear my heart. Rowan. Sometimes the body lingers in memory long after it's gone. Echoes can be very convincing. Mara. Who even are you people? Is this some kind of trauma ward? Cult? I want a doctor, not riddles. Aiden. You can think of me as the one who keeps the lights on and the cups full. That's all that matters right now. Loon. When I came, I kept waiting to wake up. I still don't remember much, but the fist feels familiar. Mara, you don't get it. I remember everything. And then this cozy little nightmare. Rowan. Some guests arrive knowing the last page of their story. It doesn't make it easier to close the book. Mara. Stop talking to me like I'm a guest. I'm not staying. I'm gonna walk out that door and go home. Sound. Mara's footsteps falter as she reaches the door and stares at the dim, unmoving street outside. Loon. When I looked out, it felt like the world was waiting. Like it wouldn't move until I was ready. Mara. It's just fog. It has to be fog. Dead people don't get fog. They get, I don't know, tunnels, choirs. Loon. Keep telling myself I'm alive too. But seeing you, it's like watching my own ideal with the volume turned up. Aiden, you don't have to decide what's true this second. Just sit. Let the questions breathe a little. Mara. If I sit down, it'll mean I believe you. That this is after. I'm not ready for that. I'm not. Aiden. Sitting just means you're tired. Nothing more. You've been through a lot. Mara. Don't be nice about it here. If you're lying to me, at least have the decency to be obvious. Loon. He was gentle with me too. I thought it meant he was hiding something. Maybe he is, but the tea still helped. Mara. Tea isn't going to fix the fact that I remember hitting the asphalt. Rowan. Tea can't fix a broken soul, but it can loosen the knot around the part that's still clenching. Mara. My part isn't clenching. It's screaming. I had plans, a meeting, a rent payment, a stupid plan I forgot to water. Loon. I keep reaching for things like that too. A job, a key, a name on my phone. They feel real, but when I try to hold them, they blur. Aiden. How about this? You don't have to believe us. Just let yourself be tired for a few minutes. If you still want to leave after that, I'll walk you to the door. Sound. Mara's breath shudders, then leaves her in a rough exhale. You'll walk me where? Into that nothing? And then what? I just stop. Rowan. Doors don't erase you. They change the room you're in. Mara. You talk like a fortune cookie that's giving up on being funny. Loon. He annoyed me at first too. Then one of his sentences got stuck in my head and it wouldn't leave. It made me fear. The fear softer. Aiden, you don't owe us trust, but you owe yourself a moment that isn't fighting it. Let your guard rest just here, just now. Mara, if I sit and if I'm dead, does that mean this is the last choice I get to make? Lou, maybe it's the first one you make without anyone else's expectations crowding it. Sound. After a beat, fabric rustles and the chair creaks as Mara lowers herself onto it. Mara. Fine. 1 minute, but this is some kind of cosmic intervention. It better come with a very strong coffee. Aiden. Coffee, then. Strong enough to argue back. Sound. Aiden moves toward the counter. Soft hiss of the machine comes to life. Rowan. While the beans complain, maybe you could tell us what you remember before? Mara. You really want the highlight reel of my worst day? Lou. Sometimes saying it loud makes it less sharp. It did for me. Mara. I remember a door slamming. I handed the knob shaking. My sister on the other side refusing to open it. Rowan. Doors again. They do love to be metaphors. Mara. It wasn't a metaphor. It was a fight. I told her I was done fixing her messes. Lou. Did she believe you? Mara. I pretended she didn't. I threw it back at her. Said maybe that would be a relief. Sound. Porcelain clinks gently as Aiden sets a cup in front of Mara. Aiden. You walked out after that? Mara. Yeah. I grabbed my keys and I told myself I'd call to apologize. I made it halfway across the crosswalk before I ended up here. Warwick. Fear is just love holding its breath, waiting for an answer it can't control. Mara. That's poetic, but it doesn't change what I did. I left her alone with everything I said. Loon. You left in anger, not because you stopped loving her. That matters. She knows you, not just that moment. Mara. How can you be so sure? You don't even know her. Lou. I know what it's like to repay one sentence until it drowns out an entire relationship. Aiden. Love isn't an equation you ruin with the wrong number. It's a whole messy ledger. Mara. What if she never forgives me? Lou. Then you still get to forgive yourself. You are tired, scared, human. Rowan. Besides, forgiveness isn't a gate you wait at. It's a road you start walking, even if you never see the house at the end. Mara. Is it colder in here? Or is that just me? Lou. Look, by the window. Aiden. He's here for you, Mara. Mara. The figure. I saw him when I first came in. I thought he was just some creep watching. Rowan. He watches, yes, but only those who are ready to leave the waiting room. Mara. Ready? I don't feel ready. I still don't know if she forgives me. Maybe you didn't have to know. Maybe you just have to trust that she'll hear you, wherever she is. Mara. Okay, then. I'm sorry I made you the villain when you were drowning. I was scared of letting go and going under with you. I called that bravery instead of fear. Rowan. There it is, the truth, without the armor. Mara. He's clear now. Like the fog around him is lifting. Lou. If you go with him, it doesn't erase what you had with her. It just makes and means you're not stuck in that crosswalk anymore. Mara. Will it hurt? Leaving. Aiden. Letting go usually does, but staying when you're meant to go, that hurts a lot longer. Mara, you sound like you know. Aiden. I know what it's like to hold on too tight. I'd rather you didn't make my mistakes. Mara. Loon. Thanks for not flinching when I said the ugly parts out loud. Loon. We all have ugly parts. You just trusted us enough to show yours. Rowan. And the cafe has a soft spot for honesty. It tends to open doors. Mara. I think I'm ready. See what's past him. Even if I'm still scared. Loon. You can be scared and ready at the same time. Mara. Tell her if she ever wanders in here. Tell her I waited as long as I could. Aiden. If she comes, we'll make sure she knows. Mara. Okay. One more step. For her. And one for me. Loon. Goodbye, Mara. Rowan. Safe travels. Storm Brat 1. So, the cafe settles into a deeper quiet, the kind that follows a storm. Loon. It feels emptier without her, like she took some of the air with her when she left. Aiden. Goodbyes tend to rearrange the room for a while. We'll get used to the new shape. Loon. She sounded like she was talking about me half the time. Like she already knew what I'm afraid of. Aiden. You helped her say what she couldn't face alone. That's not nothing, Loon. Loon. I kept thinking, if she could be that sure she was dead, what does that make me? What does that make this place? Sound. Aiden's cup touches the counter with a soft ceramic click. Aiden. It makes this place where hard truths land a little softer. Where you don't have to rush to name them. Loon. But they're still there, waiting. I saw the stranger by the window, and for a second I thought he was here for me, too. Aiden. Maybe one day he will be. Today he wasn't. Today you were holding the door open for someone else. Loon. I didn't know I could do that. I'm still trying to remember my own life, and somehow I was guiding hers. Aiden. Sometimes we recognize other people's worlds before we see our own. You listened. You understood. I'm proud of you for that. Sound. The faint whir of the ceiling fan blades cutting slow circles through the silence. Loon. Proud? I was shaking the whole time. I kept hearing my own voice and her apologies. Aiden. Being scared and staying away, that's a different kind of courage. You've come a long way since you first walked in here. Eyes wide, like the world had just vanished. Loon. It did vanish. Or I did. I'm not sure which is worse. Aiden. Whichever it is, you're more than what you lost. Helping Mara see that? Maybe that's what the cafe's way of helping you see it too. Loon. So this is what the cafe does? Lets people lay everything out, then walk through whatever door appears. Aiden. Something like that. It gives you a place to set your burdens down. Decide which ones you're still willing to carry. Loon. And if I'm not ready to decide yet. Aiden. Then you stay. You drink something warm. You talk. You know. And when you're ready, you'll know. The way Mara did. Sound. A kettle begins to murmur in the back burner. A low, comforting hiss. Loon. I'm glad she didn't have to wait alone. And I'm glad I wasn't alone either. Hidden. You're not. As long as you're here, you won't be. All right, that's chapter 4, you guys. All right, I'm excited for the next chapter. Thank you for watching.